Hello, coaches. Welcome to the Coach C Basketball Analytics Podcast. In today's episode, I will talk about why drill repetition is not the same as learning and why real player development comes from building understanding, not just running patterns. Coaches need to be careful not to confuse repetition with development. Running the same drill over and over in the same configuration does not build better players. It just gets players used to a pattern. This style of practice trains movement and memorization, but it does not train understanding. Players may know where to go, but they do not always know why. When spacing changes, defenders rotate, and decisions must be made at game speed under changing variables, that lack of understanding becomes a weakness that limits how a coach can use a player against the defense. A defensive shell drill is an example of this style of practice. There is very little change or variation. Players react to the ball and only guard their assigned offensive player when he gets the ball. It does not teach passing lane denial or proactive defense. It teaches ball containment, not ball pressure. That is antagonistic to an analytics basketball style of play, where the goal is to take away the opponent's best scoring options, disrupt offensive flow and balance, and reduce shot and point production per possession. In summary, the shell drill teaches defensive habits that are not aligned with basketball analytics. In analytics basketball, I believe players need to be trained to be specialists in the sport, not of a position. Regardless of physical characteristics, players must control the fundamentals of the game so that a lack of skill does not become a weakness the opponent can attack. In counterpart, a skilled player can be used within the system to achieve data-driven goals by exploiting his individuality and skill over the defense. Offensively, this means using player skill with intent. A coach can design actions that force the opponent's best player or one of their best scorers to defend, increasing the chances of foul trouble early in the game and altering how the opponent manages matchups and rotations. Real learning happens when drills change and players are forced to read, decide, and adjust. That is what builds understanding and allows skills to transfer from practice into real games. Coaches' drills without variation create players who memorize patterns, not players who understand how to apply skills to control outcomes. If a drill does not teach players when and how to exploit advantages, it does not translate to high-level basketball or to analytics goals. That is the difference between repetition and development. And that is how analytics basketball allows coaches to influence results instead of just reacting to them. Coaches, this wraps up today's episode. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I wish you all success in your programs. And if you need further clarification on how to align your drills with analytics basketball, do not hesitate to reach out. Thanks again for listening. And I look forward to having you join us in the next episode.